Every morning, temples open their gates, church bells ring, and the call to prayer echoes from mosques. Millions of people walk inside, bowing their heads, folding their hands, lighting candles, reciting verses. For centuries, this has been the rhythm of faith. But pause for a moment and ask yourself, why do we do this? Is God sitting behind doors of stone, waiting for us to arrive? Is he locked in rituals, only listening when we chant in a certain language? Or is he everywhere? In the rising sun, in the flowing river, in the breath we take right now. We search for him in holy walls, but forget that the same God who made the temple also made the street outside. The same God who shaped the mosque also shaped the hands of the hungry child sitting by its steps. The question is not where to find God, but whether we even recognize him when he stands before us. God is not limited to rituals, books, or buildings. He is alive in the smallest acts of love we show every day. When a young man refuses to cheat, even when no one is watching, God is there. When a woman sacrifices her comfort to care for her aging parents, God is there. When a child shares half his food with a hungry friend without being told, God is there. And when you forgive someone who has hurt you deeply, not because they deserve it, but because you choose peace over bitterness, God is there. We often think worship means kneeling, chanting, or lighting lamps. But the highest worship is not in the mouth, it is in the heart. Every time we choose honesty, kindness, and forgiveness, we are already praying. That is God's true language, the language of goodness. But there is a danger. Somewhere along the way, we forget the essence of God. We become so attached to religion that we start to use it as a weapon. We argue over which prayer is right, which book is supreme, which ritual is pure. We divide ourselves into labels, forgetting we are all children of the same Creator. Look at the sun. It shines equally on every home, every field, every child. It does not choose Hindu over Muslim, Christian over Sikh. It does not ask, "What is your faith?" before giving light. Yet we humans, in the name of that same God, build walls, create conflicts, and sometimes even spill blood. Think for a moment. Does it honor God to fight over his name? Or does it dishonor him? Just like children fighting over who owns the ocean, we argue over who owns God. But God is not an object. He is love. He is truth. He is the breath of life itself. The more we divide, the further we move away from him. So if God is not in division, where is he? He is in service. In every moment when one human being uplifts another, God is in the hands that feed the hungry child. God is in the arms that carry the flood victim to safety. God is in the quiet nurse who holds a dying patient's hand so they don't leave this world alone. Service is not charity, it is worship. Every bowl of food you give, every kind word you speak, every time you stand up for someone who cannot stand for themselves, you are bowing before God. You may not be inside a temple, but your act becomes a temple. You may not light a lamp, but your kindness becomes a flame brighter than 1,000 candles. Service is prayer in action. To love is to serve, and to serve is to find God. Some believe that changing religion will bring them closer to God. They think that switching labels will somehow switch destinies. But changing religion is not like changing clothes. It does not transform your soul. A good person in one religion does not become better by converting. And a cruel person in another faith does not become kind just by switching names. True change happens not in the document we sign, but in the heart we carry. The world may call you Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Sikh, or anything else. But God will not ask for your certificate. He will ask how much love you gave, how many tears you wiped, how many lives you touched. It is not the sign above the door that matters, but the love inside the home. Not the label on your forehead, but the truth in your soul. So where is God? Not in rituals repeated without meaning. Not in endless debates about who is right. Not in stone walls that divide us. God is in you, in me, in every act of love, service, and kindness. To forgive is to build a church in your heart. To help the needy is to raise a mosque in your soul. To live with honesty is to light a temple brighter than 1,000 lamps. God is not interested in the clothes you wear, the chants you recite, or the rituals you follow. He is interested in your heart, Is it clean of hatred? Is it full of compassion? Does it love even those who are different from you? A good soul is the truest religion, the highest worship, the purest offering. And when we live as good souls, the world itself becomes heaven. Imagine a world where every hand feeds, every heart forgives, every soul serves. That world is not a dream. It is possible, and it begins with us, you and me, today, right now. This is God, not in walls of stone, but in the hearts that care. Every smile, every helping hand, every act of love is worship. A good soul is the greatest temple. Be a good soul, and you will find God everywhere.